That's pretty good. Aim it down just a little bit more. Yeah, right there is good. Perfect. All right. What up, Triad Hip Hop Podcast? Thank y'all for checking us out. It's your man, Kurt Dog.
And this is Howard.
And we're going to get started in just a few moments. We got a lot to talk about.
A lot.
Y'all know what's been going on in hip-hop. A lot of y'all already know, but it's just stuff that's coming out the woodworks every 5 minutes. It's like, what is happening? Save some of this for next week. Can we get a rest?
Like, damn, we didn't come here to work.
Right.
We came here to just talk hip-hop. Now y'all making us trying to work. First things first, we want to, before we do anything, we want to give a moment of silence to Mac Miller.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace.
All right. Now,
we got a lot to get to, but you know, let me just say this about the whole Mac Miller thing, man. You know,
I'm sorry. Let me move this out of the way.
That's all right. This whole drug thing, man. I know drugs have been around for a long time, man, but y'all really need to lay off this stuff, man, because it's affecting people so much more now because everybody feels like the things that they're doing are not enough to really harm you. You know what I mean? I just do a little Molly here. I just do a little bit of this. I just do a little bit of lean. And next thing you know, you ODing. So we don't know what specifically took this man's life, but he was way too young to be overdosing and dealing with stuff like that. You know what I mean? So please stay away from this stuff, man. It's no good, man. And if stuff like this can't help you learn a lesson, I don't know what can. You know, rest in peace again to Mac Miller. So, but we got a lot to get into. We still got to invite some people into the podcast. Please invite your followers too.
Of course. And let's get into it, man. I got a beat that we're gonna probably play all damn day.
Yeah, man.
And you know why. So let's just get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we just gotta be careful today, yo's in North Carolina and South Carolina, because we have a state of emergency with our hurricane. It's got your namesake.
Yeah,
fucking
man.
Florence.
Hurricane
Florence.
Beat your ass.
Where my rent money, motherfuckers?
Oh, shit.
It's got your fucking namesake.
I'm like, yeah, I told him it was coming. I tried to tell him, son.
He on the coast. Got there.
Yo,
like, damn, Florence.
What up, everybody? What up, Reggie Reg? What up, Danelle? Yeah. And what up, Dominic? I'm going to give a quick shout out to my man, Dominic Sansoda. He's been with us straight for a year, so he just celebrated a year just following our podcast. So we really appreciate you and everybody else who's been following us for a while. But it's been a really great ride, and we're going to keep this thing going just for the love of hip-hop. We're not doing this for money. You know, one day we're going to get there, but right now we just got to get that love going. So shout out to you, Dominic. Thank you for, sticking it out with us.
You win a pair of dirty socks! Pair of dirty socks and an already ABC piece of gum. I got it in here somewhere.
Yes, sir. But we'll put it in the mail.
Yeah. Let me play this beat here. So let's get it going.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good right there.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Now we know we gonna talk about that, but right now we gotta get this other stuff going.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. So, just hold tight. Invite your followers while we invite some more people real quick and get this going because we got a lot to talk about.
Shoot shit.
Good Lord. You know,
acting funny. But while I'm getting this up, we can talk about the Cardi B versus Nicki thing.
Yeah. So if y'all haven't already heard, I'm sure y'all have. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into it last night. Wasn't really a big scuffle, but Cardi B was trying to get to that girl. Trust me. Cardi B had, this is the thing, and this is what I don't like. Nicki Minaj, she does all these subliminal shade shots that she throws at people, and so Cardi is finally getting hip to that. A lot of other people hip to it. Remy Ma know, Lil' Kim know, all of these other people, man. Mariah Carey know. So basically, Cardi got tired of it because she heard that Nicki was saying something about her not being a good parent. And so, of course, when she saw it, she ran up on her, but security kind of held her back. And they were holding her back, so eventually Cardi just took that shoe off and flung it over her.
Damn, you mean to tell me she did Nicki like the damn president, like damn George Bush?
Yeah,
she said, bitch.
They tried to take Bush out with the shoe. I was dying, yo.
Did they wait for her to throw that second shoe? Because I would have, like, damn, you know what? They got that. You know what? I've been like the security guy. Like, hey, I seen this in Iraq one time.
Right.
Let's see if they gonna throw this second shoe. Damn,
exactly. Let's see what happens. But it was only like a 1 round thing. But basically, Nicki was backed up in a corner, not moving. None of that street talk she been talking about on records that she would do. She ain't do nothing. She was over in the corner like, I'm right here. Yeah, we know you right there. But what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Cardi was like trying to tear through the whole crowd, trying to get to her like, yeah, bitch. And you can hear in the video, Cardi was like, get over here. Come here, bitch. And Nicki was just standing up against the wall. Nope, I'm right here. Like you tough or something. If you really want something, come for it. So she ain't really do nothing, but Cardi did come out with a little speed knot right there, but it wasn't from Nicki Minaj. It was from like the people who were trying to restrain her. I think somebody accidentally hit her by mistake. So if you see the picture, that's what it's from. Don't let nobody fool you and think Nicki threw hands. They ain't throw no hands. You know what I mean? So yeah. It was a little cat fight, you know what I mean?
I'm not even Cardi though.
Exactly. If Cardi would have got to that girl, it would have been a wrap. Because both of them are from New York City, and they both know the streets. But Cardi is actually a street girl. Nicki knows the streets, but she ain't a street girl. So Nicki will talk all that mess on the records. But when it comes to squaring up, she don't want nothing because if you think about it, anytime Nicki has got gully with somebody, it's been somebody she knew in person wouldn't do nothing. She got gully with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey ain't gonna fight you.
Mariah Carey non-talented ass right now. I mean, not that she's non-talented, but she don't.
She ain't no street person. You got gully with Miley Cyrus. Come on now, Miley ain't gonna do nothing to you, but. Best believe, I think if her and Miley squared up, Miley would whip that ass. Because Miley's from the country.
That's what I'm saying. You can't sleep on no country people, boy.
Miley look like when she want to cut her toenails, she just pull her tooth up to her. She one of them. So she might get at you too, Nicki. But I think that's the thing. Nicki Minaj feels like when she really want to show she gully, she do it with people who she know ain't going to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like she did with Tiffany Haddish last week at the VMAs. She threw some shade at Tiffany Haddish, and I ain't like that either because Tiffany made a little joke about Fifth Harmony, and Nicki Minaj was like, don't get it twisted, such and such is that bitch, and blah, blah, blah. But then gonna try to whisper, but I love you though. Nah, don't do that. Tiffany Haddish ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? But get gully with somebody like Cardi or Remy or Kim, and one of them gonna go at your ass. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I would love to see just an all-out brawl. Cardi, Lil' Kim, Remy Ma, on Nicki Minaj, and just all of them in like little, little bodysuits or something, and then fuck shit up.
Right.
That shit would be hilarious.
Exactly. But you know, I'm sure some things are gonna be said on music now. You know what I mean? I'm sure Nicki probably gonna throw some shots at her, and Cardi gonna probably throw some shots too on music because they're not gonna square up. You know what I mean? Nicki is gonna keep avoiding that. You know what I mean? Cardi was ready. She was trying to kill that girl. She was like, "You come for my kid, I'm coming for your ass."
I don't blame her though. I mean, shit.
I woke up hearing about that this morning. I was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?" I've been waiting for something like that to pop off. So, but yeah, I'm sure they both gonna say some things on record. I don't know if it's gonna be a full-fledged battle, but I'm sure some things are gonna be said because that's how Nicki Minaj likes to get down. She'd rather talk that slick shit on the records, but you know, she ain't trying to really brawl. You know what I mean? So,
speaking of which, so we were talking about the brawl. What's up is the Mary J and the
I mean, just more fighting. So
man,
now they're saying Mary J Blige and Faith Evans were fighting last night. I don't know if this is true. This is unsubstantiated so far, but supposedly Diddy did a party somewhere in the Hamptons, and Mary J and Faith Evans supposedly got into it. Now, them two kind of had a little friction even since the 90s, you know what I mean? So, but so far we don't have no proof that one happened. Now, we know about the Cardi B incident because that's on tape. But we ain't got no tape, no proof yet. So we're going to keep y'all updated on this Mary J and Faith Evans, because I ain't going to lie, I'd like to see that one. I like to see them two bros duke it out, you know what I mean? So,
start fight.
Right.
Oh,
so yeah, you know, if any of y'all know about some proof where that happened, let us know, and we'll go for that. You know what I mean? But we don't know for sure when it comes to Mary J and Faith Evans. That's speculation right now. But wouldn't that be good though? That would be good. Cause I can see Little Kim getting back in the booth with Mary J. Like, yeah, let's handle this. Cause you know Kim and Faith always had some issues.
Dang.
And so Mary J kind of always seemed like she's been on Kim's side. So we're going to see what happens with that.
Yep. So what's up with this apology to Kanye and Drake?
Yeah, supposedly, now, if y'all ain't heard it, I heard it, but there's basically Kanye issued apologies to Drake about the whole Pusha T thing and how that whole thing went down, and he basically was like, you know, I didn't know things were gonna happen like that, and I wasn't really responsible for this and that, and you know, I just want to apologize because I really didn't see it turning out like this. I think it's a little late for him to address that, you know, since it's been so long. But, you know, Kanye, he is a little, you know, different, we'll say. So.
Well, it ain't been that long, though. I mean...
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's been
something before now.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, compared to, like, you know, back in the day, yeah, this was like a year. You know what I'm saying? But
Eric talking about some old-timers brawl. Yeah, Mary J and Faith, that would be funny.
Oh, shit.
They ain't too old to scrap, trust me.
Yeah, they're gonna be like that scrap of the Family Guy.
Right.
You remember them old two old men, they were fighting, they were just struggling. And they had fucking nap time, like in the struggle.
They were hitting each other so soft until they just finally fell asleep.
Hey, it's time to wake up.
Right.
Waking up the other. Hey, it's time to wake up. We gotta continue.
Exactly. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. But you know, the Kanye thing, you can find that on YouTube, and I think the Breakfast Club spoke about that, and you know, basically Kanye did issue an apology, and he kind of explained his position, you know what I mean? So I'm sure nothing else is going to come about when it comes to that, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm sure that beef, or battle between Pusha T and Drake, I'm sure ain't nothing else gonna happen unless Drake.
Well, I thought they honestly, they did it at before then anyway.
Yeah. I'm just saying, unless Drake try to pull some bitch shit and come out of nowhere with a little jab, because he kind of slick like that too.
Yeah.
He do them subliminals, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody got time for that, you know what I mean? So, Dominic said you got him laughing so hard. Yeah, said he almost in tears. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So much stuff is going on, man. You know, Cardi and Nicki, maybe Mary J and Faith Evans, Kanye apologizing, Eminem and MGK. Oh my God.
Oh wait, we can't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
We can't talk about that yet.
We gotta go in on that one. So,
we will go in on that one. Cause we want to get all this little stuff out the way. The young buck with the transsexual.
Yes.
I had to say that correctly because you can't say the other word because it's kind of horrible.
Right.
But
if you haven't already heard, you know what I mean. I don't know if some of y'all heard, but basically, Young Buck was outed by a transsexual female, saying that they had a little bit of a relationship, and you know, there's a tape out there where he's telling her to take the post down because basically she put up a post kind of outing him, so you can hear a recording of him basically like, yo, I need you to take that post down. You know, it's too much. It's shots being fired, and I can't afford for that to happen, and I need you to take it down. And so she was like, all right. But basically, he's basically telling her, you know, I don't want nobody to know, so I need you. And then he asked her to issue an apology, so she did. She went on and put up a post saying that she apologized, that somebody hacked her account. Yeah, we know. Anybody hacked your damn account.
my thing is, who gives a fuck? What y'all do behind closed doors?
That's true.
That's y'all. I've seen this. There was a documentary I think I seen on. I think there was this lady. I forgot. Well, she's a transsexual too, but she was talking about how many celebrities that she slept with, and that it was
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like my thing of it is, don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, you would look at certain people a certain way that are doing their stuff, but the thing of it is, it's like that's what they doing this behind closed doors. Don't come out and try to ruin their. I mean, and that's not even star worship or anything that. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to come out and be like ruining someone else's life because well, he slept with me. I was a transsexual girl. Basically, he liked his body and my penis too. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's to the point now. And then two, I mean, I'm not trying to say this to disrespect transsexuals. Too, I mean, I know there are people too, but I mean, let's just be honest. Their whole thing is on deception.
Yeah,
it really is. Their whole thing is on deception and lie, because it's like. Even with the fact of like what's that the white lady that's in the NAACP?
Oh, Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah. Her pretending that she was black. You know what I'm saying? Even though that she's a white woman, and she was kind of lying and portraying that she was black. Yeah. In some sense, for her being with that group, she kind of has an understanding how black people are because she's been around that culture. Transsexuals, I'm sorry, but y'all don't really know what it's like to be a woman.
But you know what it is? I can kind of empathize a little bit with them because I understand what's going on, because if you're this transsexual person, a lot of them nowadays, they're not trying to hide it anymore. So they want to be open. So they're like, just because you famous, you gotta hide me, you gotta act like you don't mess with people like me, so why do that? You know what I mean? That's why a lot of them gets outed, like Mr. C and all of that, because a lot of them
Cool
are like,
J.
right, they're like trying, Eddie Murphy. Yeah, so now it's Young Buck. So now I wonder if he's gonna get kicked out of G Unit again because of this, but a lot of them are feeling like, don't try to hide me. I'm open about who I am, so you should be open about who you are. If you like transsexuals, then just be honest about it. But the men ain't ready for that. You know what I mean? A lot of men ain't ready for that. So people like Young Buck, I'm sure this is true because based on the evidence I've seen, you could hear, that was a lie. I mean, not a lie, that was the truth, because he wouldn't have asked her so quick to take down that post. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you might as well just be honest, man. You know what I mean? Just be like, hey, that's what I like. didn't Mr. C admit it after a while saying that
they had Mr. C on tape.
Yeah.
I think Vlad had the tape.
Yeah.
And they had him on tape. And Vlad was like, man, I don't even know what else to do this.
Right.
This might fuck his life
right.
up. They gave that nigga a word. I'm serious though. I think he was the DJ for Sirius.
Oh, okay.
For a little while anyway. Because he did like the short shot mix.
Yeah.
But I mean, they don't do that now since Cool J took over.
Hey, you know, we talking about trends, Eric, because it's affecting the hip hop community. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I mean, as an artist, like Young Buck, if you don't want to be outed, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to be honest about what you like. You know what I mean?
Really, honestly though, it's some of them women, some of them transsexual women. I mean, I ain't trying to say that. I mean, they some of them really convincing that, hey, I'm a woman.
Right.
I mean, got some things looking better than the real women sometimes. I'm telling you.
You can't tell no more. I mean, now you still.
You can tell, but sometimes
some of them you can't because makeup is getting so much better. Surgeries are getting so much better. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I told my wife, I was like, look here, if you and me ever break up or you die or anything, I'm single for the rest of my damn life. I'm done. Because I can't tell shit no more hardly. You know what I mean? My wife, we be watching shows and my wife would be like, you know what? That's a transsexual right there. And I'd be like, nah, you sure? She's like, yeah, trust me, I know. You know what I mean? Females can pick up on it a little bit faster than we can. Because sometimes I'll be like, are you sure that? What? But, you know what I mean? So it's one of those things, but on to the next, you know what I mean?
So we're going to talk about Nas' open letters to Kelis.
Yeah.
Kelis up there trying to put Nas in a bad light, talking about he was abusive.
Yeah, man, that's kind of messed up, man. I mean,
why now?
Right. She been saying in interviews that he was, you know, a bad husband and abuser and this and that and hit her and all of this and beat on her and, you know, and it's just like, that's not cool, man. You know what I mean? Now, nobody's perfect, but Nas wrote an open letter to explain that none of it was true. So I'm going to read some of it to y'all so y'all can hear for yourself. So, it says, Nas has lashed out at his ex-wife Kelis in an explosive, epic 7-post Instagram diatribe where he completely breaks his silence and denies domestic abuse allegations. And I quote, I do not beat women. I did not beat up my ex-wife, he said. Nas countered her previous assertions in a salacious interview with Hollywood Unlocked, where she accused him of attacking her, you know, physically and verbally, you know, and so he wrote, the price that I paid just to see my own son, I'm speaking from the heart as a man who has had enough. Today I got a call from a magazine about my ex-wife doing another sad, fictitious story. He said, nothing surprises me anymore, including this. This is what life has come to, sis. Exploiting some people's real struggle and pain just to get at me. To get attention, fame, another fight against men. So the 44-year-old rapper, well, I don't know why they had to say his age, but the 44-year-old rapper then stated that Kelis has prevented him from seeing his own son, even though they have a court-appointed joint custody agreement. And I quote, we are a human family and we should be better examples to our son. Why is there even an issue for me to have time with my son? A son needs his father. And then he continues, so many absentee fathers out here, and here I am being attacked by your accusations simply because I got us in court to help fix the custody matter. Why did I have to take you to court to see my son? I'm sorry, he said our son. Why, when I win the joint custody, which is a win for both of us and our son, it helps us with both of our schedules. Why do you feel like that's an attack on you? Is it control? Why do you need to have control over my life? Because we're not together? Then why? What is it? The rapper also opened in his own parental abilities as the most chill, cool parent there is. So he basically is saying, you know, I'm a good father, I'm a chill dude, I don't do a lot of drama, so why you giving me a hard time? And he said, seems like I always have more belief in you than you did for yourself. I instill strength in my daughter, who you were already so jealous of and treated poorly. Being jealous and verbally abusive to a little girl is what Nas said.
She's a pretty young lady.
Yeah, so
she really is.
Nas did admit to being unfaithful in the marriage, and he apologized. But, you know, he said that you bumped your own head, sis. Why do I have to live through a constant divorce? And he's right, though. A lot of women will make you live a divorce for the rest of your life, man. I've been through that. He said, why do I have to live through a constant divorce? It didn't work out. Life goes on. So, you know, he said, I paid for your cooking school through Cordon Bleu, which she always bragging about, because she done been on mad cooking shows, bragging about how she been to culinary school, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
And he paid for
that.
Nas
gave you them chef skills.
Right.
Cut in the back. Cutting the chicken. Cutting the chicken. Cutting the
you know, I mean, come on, man. That man got to get some credit. You know, at least he admitted, hey, I was unfaithful. I made some mistakes. But let's move past that. We broke up because of that, obviously. That was part of the issue. But now you won't let it live down. Now you're accusing me of more than what it was. And it really shouldn't be that. So, you know, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments about this Nas Kelis situation, because I've been through that. It's a hard situation, and women will use that against you. You know, they use the children sometimes, not all women, but some of them will try to use the children against you and just, you know, make you live that down for the rest of your life, man. So it's a hard deal.
So let's get into, we unfortunately have a bit of bad news about the Lady of Rage. She's had some health problems, and that was a little bit over a month ago.
Yeah, we didn't even know about it. I just found a post on YouTube saying that she was hospitalized in early August, so around August 4th or 3rd, something like that. She has a condition that still has not been diagnosed, where she kind of blacks out. They thought it was narcolepsy. It wasn't that. You know, it's a whole bunch of other symptoms, but she was hospitalized when she was checking into a hotel, and she blacked out in the lobby, and next thing you know, she just woke up with people trying to revive her, and her face was all bruised up because she fell face first into a table that was in the lobby. So, you know, our thoughts are with you, Lady of Rage, because that's something that she's just now figuring this out since 2017. This is something she didn't even know about until like 2017, when she started having these weird little blackouts. Yeah. So
she probably needs to. When I seen her on TV, she ain't that heavy,
right?
But she probably needs to go holistic,
right?
And that would probably help her out. I mean, I'm definitely no doctor or anything, but you know what I mean. But right. At the same time, I think if she probably went the holistic route, usually that does wonders for people.
Yeah, man. And I'm still glad that she's been doing her music thing too, because if y'all haven't heard, you know, she did that recent song with MC8.
Yeah, shout out to MC8.
Right there,
yeah,
man. That whole album is good.
Yeah, so, and you know, we Lady of Rage, please get better, because God knows we need you in hip hop.
Yeah, we need more music, man. She was doing a tour with a female, kind of a female supergroup for a while. It was her and Lady Luck, Babs Bunny from the band, and a few some other people. But it was supposed to be real good a couple of years ago, but I don't think they ever got to really making it happen. It was gonna kind of be like a slaughterhouse type group. You know what I mean?
A slaughterhouse group. Speaking of slaughterhouse, motherfucking Joe Budden's fucking reaction.
Exactly.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, man. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to go check that out, man. Because it's a long video, because Joe is kind of bipolar, and so it takes him a while to get his thoughts out. So it's a lot of pausing and a lot of moments where he's just sitting there silent, and you're like, okay, what else are you gonna say? And the next thing you know, he go from 0 to 100.
You know, you gotta be a crazy nigga when you motherfucking refer to yourself to the fucking third person.
Right.
You just gotta be
right. So
you know Howie says this. Howie says this. This is what Howie thinks.
Kurt tried to tell you.
This is what Howie thinks.
Kurt tried to tell y'all.
Florence.
So it's crazy, man. But basically, he does give Eminem a lot of props in the beginning. Just to say,
does.
I'm gonna just give you some credit. You're a great rapper. You've done this and done that. But then he's like, okay, now it's time for me to go in, and he just spends about 40 minutes just basically going in on M. At least 40 minutes of that thing is about him and his issues with, the label and M and how he feels that M didn't do things for Slaughterhouse that he should have. And he, I can understand that, but it feels like you probably didn't say much about it either when it was happening. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Eminem would have been like, nah, I'm not trying to promote y'all. Supposedly a lot of his issue was that Eminem and them didn't promote them enough. You know what I mean? So he felt like they weren't doing enough to help Slaughterhouse and get them more money and get them tours.
And they only had one. What was it? One album? No, how many albums they
two.
had?
They had two, actually.
But they only had two. They only had that second one that they dropped.
Yeah.
That was 2012. So
right.
That was fucking, 6 years ago?
Yeah, so, and then, Joe did admit that he was the reason for them breaking up. You know what I mean? So he did admit to that, but one of the things I didn't care for, he was saying that he's better than Eminem and that he's been better than Eminem and how he's been following him for like 20 years, even before he got famous and all of that. It's like, I don't even know what that had to do with anything. You know what I mean? Your issue seems to be a little bit different than what was going on in like 98 or 99. You know what I mean?
I will say this now. Now some of the stuff that he was saying, some of the stuff that he was saying, I think he was kind of head on about. Now, as far as like him being like spectacular, like the Kamikaze album, I think was probably the closest thing we had to like an Eminem show in a while.
Right.
And I from listening to a couple of joints, I haven't listened to the whole album, but those couple of joints, the Joyner joint was fire. Fall's good. I mean, shit. I love the album cover. That's one of the dopest album covers I've seen in a while. Yeah. It plays homage to the old school and it's like a new school feel. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that paying homage to the Beastie Boys like that is actually kind of cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Joe, I mean, only thing about Joe, man, I mean, Joe can rap. Would I say he's top tier MC? No. I mean, shit, it's bad when you got fucking white people that casually listen to hip hop say, oh, Joe's the weakest one on the squad.
Right. That's always been the thing. Joe was the weakest one in the whole group. And so when he comes out and says, I'm better than him, and I've been better than him, not even I just did so much that now I'm finally better than him. He's like, no, I've been better than him this whole time.
Nah, I don't.
And I think he was saying like, I'll cut his head off and I'll do this and I'll do.
Cause the lyrical shit. But the thing of it is, I mean, I get what he's saying, like the rhyming, the words and stuff, and he's not, and Eminem's not really saying anything in his music. I get that. Cause I mean, I kind of felt the same way, and I think that's what a lot of people, a lot of his naysayers are saying that, that hey, I wasn't. What was
I Eric said Joe Budden makes me think about the thin sliced sandwich meat. Carl Budden.
Yeah, you still. But yeah, I mean, but my thing of it is, it's just like, again, like that Joyner joint. Budden ain't fucking with that. I'm sorry. That Lucky You joint with them rapping, he ain't fucking with that. I mean that shit.
Right. I mean, like I said, I give Joe some credit. He can rap, but dude, come on now. You're nowhere near Eminem's caliber of rapping.
No, sir.
He thinks that just because, if you do something like talk about something that's near and dear to people, like kind of a Dear Mama song, and you do stuff that has some substance to it that makes you the greatest MC. I mean, that's good, but you got to be able to spit them metaphors, them bars. You got to be able to flip them words. You know what I mean? It's got to be much more than just the content. You know, and Eminem has mastered wordplay.
Yeah,
so,
but
I mean, he does. I mean, he doesn't do stuff that has substance a whole lot, but he has. You know what I mean?
He has in his earlier records,
right.
I would say. But yeah, but since it's been, I'll be honest with you, it has been like a year. It's been a drought.
Yeah,
it's been a drought, and part of that is, one, the fucking competition.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no competition.
Ain't really no comp. Ain't really no comp out here. Other than your grades. But as far as like mainstream, right. There's no competition. Nothing. Ain't really no competition. So, that's why the only thing I will say about this, I don't mean to clap my hands like this, but the only thing I will say about this too, I will say, what Joe was saying, why would you wait now to start tackling these mumble rappers? Now I do kind of see, now I'm trying to figure out, hey, what is your game plan and why are you tackling that? Because really, you should have been done that. That's just my opinion. This should have been way before 2018.
My opinion on that, I think that Eminem I think he's had an opinion about it before, but I think he more so decided to clam up and just say, hopefully it'll die down. And I think he just got to a point of maybe frustration and just said, okay, fine, I'm going to have to just blow up on everybody. You know what I mean? And that's not really that great either. It made for a good album in Kamikaze, but it's like you shouldn't just hold back on your thoughts and all of that. You should have expressed that, before now, but it's a lot of other rappers who are talking about it now too, you know what I mean? You got the Big Daddy Kane did his freestyle when he mentioned mumble rappers, and Royce talks about him a little bit. So I think Eminem felt like, okay, it's enough people that I should probably jump in and speak my piece about it. I think he felt like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to be the only one to say something, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I think he just decided to clam up for a while, and now he blowing up because he held it in so long. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, that might be accurate, though. I mean, you gotta think about it. But, because he actually, I think he went to another radio station one time. I mean, because, he rarely does interviews.
Yeah.
But he was talking about, I was ready. I had shit written out for everybody. Like, man, he was trying to go with Nicki, before they were together. I was trying to go at Nicki. I was trying to go to Drake, Wayne. I mean, I don't know necessarily Wayne, Kanye. Right. Like, he was trying to go. He said, "Man, if I did that, it'd be career source."
Right. Exactly.
So I mean, I think now he kind of just waited to the way the climate is.
Yeah.
And it's just like the common college is like, shit. I'm just gonna fucking strap in and I'm just gonna take everybody out.
Exactly.
Be with it. So I mean, I respect the concept. Yeah. But
and thank you for what you said, Eric. We appreciate that. He said we need to go global. So we're killing it right now, very deep. So we appreciate that. And thank you, Don. Don said we need to be on the radio. So yeah, we appreciate y'all support.
Nah, fuck radio. Fuck them.
Nah.
One of who?
Radio ain't bad. It's just certain radio stations. We're not going to talk about, one of who right now. So we going to leave it at that. But if we had our radio station, it'll be lit, you know what I mean?
It's just down these radio stations now, especially like just regular FM radio. It's shit. It's all shit. XM actually, it's winning.
Right.
Honestly, because it's got better content.
Yeah, you can say what you want. You ain't got to filter nothing. So XM is the way to go. So if we ever get on radio, that's where we gonna get.
Yeah, probably XM or Pandora.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. Nah, fuck radio, man, because it's just everybody's on this fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just it's a format, and you got to do this and spin your records like this.
Right.
I mean, and going to XM, Shade 45 has stood the test of, they got good programs on there. Sway in the Morning is great. LL Cool J got his, Rock the Bells radio. I mean, and I'm not trying to say this to be a promo guy for XM. Even if you don't like that, they got, you know, if you're rocking out, Lithium's a good station.
Right.
Turbo's a good station. I mean, you got all types of stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I am not trying to promote for them. I'm telling you, it's just better radio.
Right.
Plus, I owe them niggas some money, so. I'm gonna pay y'all XM to cut off my shit. But anyway.
Right. Exactly.
But it's for real though. I'm gonna play them though. But I mean, it's just better content all around. Radio around here, they play their same fucking shit and don't give you no substance. I mean, XM kind of falls in that too, but they still got a little bit better to pull from.
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely, I knew XM was gonna be the way to go when it first came out, you know, and all that. I was just like, wow, you know, that's what we really needed this whole time. Satellite radio where you ain't gotta worry about filters because you gotta pay for it anyway. So if you're paying for it, you can hear whatever the hell you want to hear.
Yep.
So, you know, when it's free radio, that's when they gotta be like, oh well, we gotta play, you know, these top 5 people who are, you know, mumbling their way to the top and, you know, all that good stuff. So I can't mess with that. But yeah, so what else we gotta talk about real quick?
Man, you know what else we gotta talk about? Come on, man. Tired of swimsuits and them all that. Let's talk about it. Tired of you getting mad, you being rich. Let's talk about it. God! Woo! Boy, that MGK's been...
My man went hard. He had the shovel. You know what I mean? Like, he was
Yo.
ready to dig some graves.
Woo!
I was like, yo. But, you know, Eminem's, verse on We're Not Alike went pretty hard, too. He just didn't do a whole song about you. But if you listen to what sparked this, Eminem's verse on Not Alike with Royce the 5'9", he went hard on that. And so that's what made MGK come out and do his freestyle. And I ain't gonna lie, it was hard, it was fire. He ain't on Eminem's caliber,
No,
but he definitely held his own.
He brought it to his ass.
You know what I mean?
Has he responded yet? Did
Eminem still ain't responded.
Oh,
they
and
got videos of him playing Miss Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That shit's funny.
Yeah.
By the way, all y'all people out there in YouTube land doing clickbaits and stuff,
man,
fuck y'all.
Exactly.
Right now, fuck y'all.
Do that.
Cause I mean, for real, man, you know y'all trying to do shit to get clicks,
right.
Man.
Everybody's been posting stuff just to get clicks. Eminem's response.
Yeah, they're playing shit from like Everlast, dude. Right. And fucking the GOAT track when he was up there, you know, talking about Bubba Sparks and fucking Paul Wall. Like, them motherfuckers ain't been rapping in years.
Exactly. So,
well, I mean, I don't know about Paul Wall. I like Paul Wall, actually. I think he's pretty dope, you know.
I've been wanting YouTube to do something about that clickbait nonsense, man, because it's always something somebody labels, you know, new such and such 2018, and you like, oh, word, such and such got a new song, you click on it, and it's not even that, either it's not even that person, it's them trying to do their own little whack-ass music, or it's an old song that they put to a different beat, so you're like, no. So YouTube needs to do something about that. I'm about to write into YouTube and make some suggestions. Yeah. Because I think I know how they can do it.
Instead of worry about getting fucking people like Willie D and shit off there for hate speech, why don't y'all just get these motherfuckers trying to get a quick thumb up with this clickbait and shit. Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got to do what you got to do to pull people in. Right. But when you clickbait shit, man, yeah, I don't respect that shit. Fuck y'all.
Yeah. They ought to do something where you can message them and say this specific video is listed as this and it really isn't, and then YouTube can have people go behind you, check the video out and see if you're right, and if they do, they can flag it, maybe put a little banner across it that says clickbait or something like that, you know what I mean? So the person who put it up will either be forced to take it down or they'll lose their accreditation or something, you know what I mean? So they need to do something like that. So,
but yeah, man. So the MGK thing, man. I have to say, man, I have to salute him for really standing up to him. That's really not easy. Yeah. And his bars wasn't really that over the top, but as far as like, you know, super technical wordplay, right? But as far as like what he was doing, it cut.
Yeah,
really
he had a good flow. Plus, he cut deep. So
the beat is tight.
Yeah,
the beat is tight. I love the progression, the way it is. It's a good progression, and it's kind of got that bluesy feel. I really like the whoever did this beat, they did this right. They did this right.
So he did a good job, man. I think Eminem is purposely holding out. Now, I don't know, but there's been rumors that basically M was working on some other project. So he's simultaneously working on that and the MGK response. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but in my opinion, I think M is just kind of waiting for it to die down. Like, let's see how long your little buzz is going to last. And then I'm just going to come out of nowhere with the Thanos freestyle and drop a planet on you. You know what I mean? So
you just Iron Man, I'm Thanos. Yeah.
So we gonna see. But that's my idea. So either way, he need to hurry up though, because I've been waiting for it. You know what I mean? To me, it should have been out by Friday, yesterday.
Well, it should have been out. He said it was gonna be out the day, like he was. Now, this is what I heard from sources, and I can't really confirm it. But the day that the response dropped, MGK dropped, that he was going to respond like that day.
Right. That's what people were saying, and I was like, okay, so he's gonna respond quick, because M can write something. In like 2
hell
minutes.
yeah,
he could come up.
But I think he's trying to play it out.
Right.
The only thing is though, it's kind of like the opposite Mandingo effect, if you will, like two white rappers. And going back to Eminem's
white crime.
Like Dateline, life insurance policy. Anywho, but the thing of it is, man, it's just kind of disappointing to me, man, because like, for instance, like when that first thing happened was like, fuck the ICP shit. I'm talking about Everlast.
Yeah.
Everlast and Eminem. The thing I wanted, like me as a hip hop head, like me being a geek, is like, man, it'd be cool if both of those guys get together, do a little something for the culture, man.
Right.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be super dope, man.
And it's like, cause they had the both style, Everlast still, cause Everlast wasn't like no Eminem or nothing like that, but Everlast got bars. Don't get it twisted. He got bars, but it just. But you know what I'm saying? But then that whole thing happened. Like, damn, I guess that ain't never gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The whole eardrums pop thing. Like, I'm shoot a comic like Haley. I mean, so it is what it is. MGK should have learned though from that. Like, don't talk about M's daughter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he was paying her a compliment. Although she was 16.
Right, she was underage. See, that's what made it bad. I think if she was more of an adult, Eminem probably wouldn't have made a big deal out of it. But this is a young girl who hasn't even reached adulthood. She's 16 now. She is cute. But, that's pillow talk. You may say something like that behind the scenes. Like, when she get older, she going to be bad. But for you to just go on there and just say his daughter is sexy and all of this kind of stuff or bad as fuck, come on, man. That was inappropriate. But Eminem at the same time should have blasted him back then. He should have maybe either reached out to him as an elder in the game and said, yo, I don't like what you did. Don't disrespect my daughter. Or at least did some kind of freestyle. Don't wait, like you said, 6 years and now do something. We all love Eminem, but still, you should have covered this a long time ago.
And I think that's what MGK addressed on the track.
Right.
You go back and listen to it. He addressed all of that.
Yeah, he addressed all
I mean, he was going down the line like, you was doing this. You the one told me call Budden, but you was calling Diddy Facts.
Right.
And you called him Jimmy Facts.
He laid it out.
He laid that shit out.
He got a clever mind.
You can see the gears working, man. That video was hype, man. One thing I liked about that, it was straight bars. It wasn't no fucking, I got bitches and hoes and I'm on this link. That mother got a cereal joint, he eating, and he got a shovel. And that's dope. Yeah. I mean, it was just old school. Like look, fuck these distractions and shit. I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. So I mean, it was just a good experience. Hip hop really needs this right now, though. Real talk, though. Like a good battle like this, man. I thought the Pusha T and the Drake, man.
Right, I wanted that to go so
much.
At least one or two more responses from each of them would have been dope.
Yeah.
I think with the Eminem thing, I think it's beyond the point where he should do some kind of little jab. I think if he's gonna release something, it might as well be a Thanos type freestyle where he just tries to put the nail in the coffin again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of those types of joints, and then just let it rest. You know what I mean? And leave it alone, and just know that I'm so good that I don't need to do anything else other than that. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of how the Nas Ether was. Even though Jay was still throwing a few shots after Ether, Nas was like, there ain't nothing else I got to do. Ether was enough.
Ether.
It's enough. So,
but and that's the thing too, though. One thing I will say about the whole Eminem and MGK, I think this is like, even though he had beef with cannabis, this is Eminem's cannabis. If you think about this with the LL Cool J and cannabis, because you gotta think about it, Eminem ain't really like in the media, well, not media, but in the industry. I'll put it like that, in the industry. He hasn't really battled anybody that has like bar for bar, or anybody that's been like of a challenge. Right. I mean, like I said, Everlast couldn't really done anything. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, the Everlast now with that war porn industry, I think, I'm not gonna say he could take out Eminem. Right. But he's got bars. He's nice. Trying to think, ICP. They're good, but they're comical.
Fuck ICP, buy my CD.
They're comical, but I don't think they can really sting him. You know what I'm saying? Right. That didn't really sting. But I mean, that shit's trash anyway. Yeah. Benzino had a tape with him saying the N-word. Right. And had Source Magazine. Yeah. And still couldn't fuck with Eminem. Yeah.
Ja Rule couldn't do
it. I mean, because the skill level wasn't really there. Yeah. I mean, now you had Esham, did a disc towards him. Yeah. But that didn't really take. I mean, only people that really know about Esham, honestly, is people around Detroit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the only people that really know about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know there's other people outside of Detroit that does too. I mean, that's no disrespect to Esham. Right. I'm just saying, around that area, that's it.
What's my boy name? That went at Eminem a little bit from the Outsiders.
Pace One. Yeah, Pace. Well, I mean, that's the thing.
Young Z.
Young Z. Yeah, but that's the thing. But I mean, Eminem kind of treated him like shit.
Yeah, so it wasn't really a battle. They were just saying, we got to chastise you a little bit because you kind of disrespected us.
Yeah, I mean, because like they kind of used them, kind of like what Joe Budden was saying. They used them. Then they went to D12, right? And then like that group just dispersed now. Then went to Slaughterhouse, because that was gonna be the new D12. Now it's like Caselta and fucking West Side Gun. That was they new D12 in a sense. Right. And them dudes are nice, but it's not rolling like it was. Because when they were first coming out, right? Exactly. Them boys, boom, 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 boom. Exactly. That fire. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Caselta, shoot, boy. Them boys from Buffalo, shit. But but going back to the battle though, like really Eminem ain't really battled industry wise. Right. Hasn't really battled anybody.
He hasn't really, because I think a lot of people have this thing where they know, okay, if I go up against him, I might not make it, so they like, even if I feel like I'm better, the majority of people are gonna say I'm not. So I think they feel like the crowd is gonna be on Eminem.
Yeah, because you got a lot of fans and stands. They're gonna be like, Eminem is the greatest white rap. Because let's make this clear. There's probably a good list of rappers that's better than Eminem. Yeah, for real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Black, white. I mean, shit. I mean,
he might have some more responses coming too. I mean, because I think he touched on Lord Jamar a little bit on the comment.
Oh, and that's what I'm waiting. The Joe Budden response. Yeah, that's a fucking pebble compared to Lord Jamar. I'm waiting for that shit. Right. I'm waiting for Jamar. But see, that's the thing though. If I don't think Eminem was listening to all of it, because Jamar even told him that, hey, Eminem's better than me. Right. I just don't think he's the great.
Right. Yeah.
Jamar said himself, Eminem is better than me.
Right. Yeah, I heard that interview too. He was like, yeah, he's good, but he just ain't in my. He said he wasn't in his top 20. I think he said he was just in his top 100. Now, I get it because Lord Jamar wants more substance in his songs, so he's not about lyrics as much as the next man. He wants more substance. That's why he was part of the Brand Nubian group. They wanted to kind of kick that knowledge, kind of elevate the consciousness and all that. So I give him props. I get what he's saying, but yeah.
But I mean, well, Brand New, they wasn't super lyrical,
right?
Because like,
they were dope,
Sadat,
they were not
they were pretty dope though. Sadat X, they had like a, you know what I'm saying. Sadat, well, that's my favorite dude from the camp because like he just had that flow and it was kind of like offbeat and he's like, I'm rolling like this, then I'm rolling like that, it was kind of like kind of mocking a little bit of Grand Booba in a sense.
Yeah.
But I think him and Dinko D, for leaders of New School, they got like the most, like as far as the group goes, as far as like the enunciation of the voice and the flavor, they the best that did it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, in my eyes. Yeah. And there might be some building y'all might want to argue with me on that, but in my eyes, I think they got the enunciation, the flavor thing.
Man, we always up for some discussion, man.
Yes, sir.
So, definitely let us know how y'all feel about that.
But jumping back on this MGK, though.
Yeah.
I think this is probably, like I said, this is Eminem's canvas, I think.
Right.
And I really think this right here is probably like one, like this guy's like a newer artist. He got that new school flow. And he's just trying to challenge, And my thing of it is, going back to what I was saying with the white rappers, it feels like even in our culture, even as a crab mentality that we have, I will say that sometimes, especially Pac was good at this. He tried to get people up. You know what I'm saying? He would try to build people up, get people going. Like he would work in underground people, try to build them up. Not so much, I don't think. I feel like, when it comes to certain rappers, but when it comes to like white people that, especially like a little different than him or whatnot,
right?
It's like, nah, we just don't, you know what I'm saying? We just, we can't have that. Like I'm the unicorn. Like it's gotta be me. That's the way I feel. Now I might be wrong about that, but that's the thing. But that's the thing, like, even with female rappers, the first female rapper, Sha Rock, the second one that came in with Lisa Lee, they were like, oh man, Lisa, Sha Rock, you got a girl, she up there trying to get into the game now. Right. You gotta battle. She was like, look, I'm glad to see someone else doing this. Yeah. I'm glad I see someone else like me doing this. Yeah. Exactly. And I feel
that's how it should be.
Yeah, and I feel that. That approach, I think Eminem, I feel that he hasn't really done that approach that way. I'm not saying that you should kiss every white rapper's ass to come out that's new. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. But I'm saying some that's got the talent, or some that's, they might be a little different than you, but they got their little thing. It's like, hey man, I see you doing your shit. Hey man, encourage him like, hey, I like it. Keep doing your thing. It's just, you don't see that. But I give Eminem props. The one thing I'll give Eminem props, like he still shouts out the culture, the people that influence him, like the Rakims and the Big Daddy Kane. Like he did that all through the interview. I loved it. But it's just like, this is just an outsider looking in. I have no industry experience or none of that shit. I'm just saying this is what I see.
Hey, but that's, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Eric said Light is the GOAT. MC Light, that's my girl right there.
Shit, I love
She been throwing down since the 80s, man.
Very special.
She was one of the females that made a real big impact for me in hip-hop and just on me in general, because I've always just loved seeing versatility and variety in hip-hop. So when I saw the Beastie Boys come out, I was like, oh yeah, we got white rappers too, that's dope. When I saw females coming out in the 80s and 70s, I was like, oh yeah, that's dope, we got females doing it too. Queen Latifah came hard. You know what I mean? I loved all of that, man. So I ain't never been one that's like, oh man, we don't need no female rappers.
We don't need no white.
We don't need no white
motherfucking Hispanic people.
Right.
Fuck Cypress.
So, you know, it's always been love, you know what I mean? So, as long as you ain't coming out just doing the garbage stuff like your little pumps and all of that, I can't fool with you too much, you know what I mean? Yeah. I really just can't.
Speaking of which, going back to this beef, some of the things that MGK kind of, you know, was saying in the song and stuff, it actually kind of reminded me of like it reminded me of a couple beefs. One in particular is the Cypress Hill and the Ice Cube beef back in the day.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the, you know, when they did the No Rest for the Wicked. Kind of unoriginal rap veteran that just said he won't steal from his friends. And he kind of said, like, I ain't going to do you like this fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm like, dang, man, this dude sound like, kind of reminds me of like what B Real was saying back in those days.
Yeah, man. So that was a good one. If y'all ain't never checked out that one, y'all need to check that out too. Cypress Hill versus Ice Cube. And, you know,
they've been unsquashed that.
Yeah, they have. I'm just saying, you can find the old battle songs and stuff like that on YouTube. So,
they squashed that in 97, thankfully. But it's just, you know, hopefully, and, you know, hopefully, I hope that this beef will be squashed. And I do commend both as far as, like, you know, right now, this is just bars, it's on wax. You know, this ain't, you know, it ain't super violent or nothing like that.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean, that's one thing I give to it.
Yeah, so, I mean, if they were to ever squash it and actually do a song together, him and MGK could do another joint like he did with Joyner Lucas, it would be that dope if they really just put their heads together. You know what I mean? I think a lot of females could be like that. You know what I mean? Females could do that, and the males who are battling. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things, you're better off doing it something together than going at each other. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, in my opinion, I don't think Eminem should take this lightly and just throw out a little something. I think he really just needs to throw out a nail in the coffin type song and really just hammer this thing home.
Honestly, you know what I'd do if I was Eminem? There's one thing that Cool J picked up on.
Okay.
Cool J said that, like, all the people that diss him and whatnot, he plays their songs on his radio station.
Right. Yeah.
I think M should spin this song on his station.
Yeah.
Because that would be smart. Yeah, because he would make money. Yeah. Then he'll get the crowd the way it's like, well, does this guy got, you know, does he got the guys, you know, can take out Eminem?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
actually kind of done that before. Back when he was beefing with Ja Rule, and then he actually did a mixtape where he put the Ja Rule songs versus him and the Benzino stuff on his own mixtape. Just to say, here's what they said, and then here's what we said. You know what I mean? So he should do that more. I think you're right, though.
He should have. This song is hot. I ain't gonna lie. Because people would probably request it and get spins. And then, hell, you're gonna get money from it. Yep. Why not put it on your fucking stage? Eminem, you fucking up, son. Put it on the goddamn stage. Put it on Shake 45.
Hey, you know, you might as well, man.
Might as well now.
And then he said, what he said, don't take my verse off Yellow Wolf song.
Thank you.
He put it all out there, man. You know, you could tell he was coming from the gut. He was like, I'm gonna just keep it 100. You know what I mean? 1,000. So you know, that's because he said so much stuff like that. That's why I feel like if M is gonna drop something, it got to be a Thanos type song. It's gotta be, and just let it marinate and just let it go. And you ain't gotta drop nothing else. No matter what he come back with, it's not gonna be better than that song.
It'll be like Sway, let it breathe.
Right. Let it breathe.
Let that breathe.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're gonna see, man. I'm anxiously waiting. If we ain't heard something from M by this time next weekend, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot because M is playing them games. You know what I mean? So I think he really is trying to wait to see how much buzz this MGK thing is going to keep up and whether it's going to die down, because it is starting to die down already.
Yeah.
Especially,
but it first came out though. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't stop. I had to keep playing it. Like I had to keep on repeat it.
For 24 to 48 hours, everybody was talking about it and listening to it, trying to analyze it. So, you know, I think after about 48 hours, that's when it started to simmer off a little bit.
Yeah, since, you know, we're in this age where we have, you know, fucking attention to goldfish.
Right.
Less than goldfish, actually. But, yeah. It's only like 3 people watching us. Right.
One of them is me.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, man. So, y'all, any of y'all who see the response first, post it. If we see it, we gonna post it, you know, immediately. So, you know, but it's got potential. This whole MGK Eminem thing has got some potential. So hopefully it won't be done like the Drake thing where somebody calls him and says, "No, don't do it. I hope that don't happen because I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. Eminem's gonna get Jay Prince up in there.
You know what I mean? Drake calls him now. Don't do it. Don't destroy him.
See, honestly, though, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna have to go. Because, you know, what McCall was talking about, you know, Joe Budden getting the boot. I think Joe Budden and Drake should get together and fucking diss Eminem. That would be great.
That would be dope because you know that would prompt a response from Eminem. I didn't like how Joe Budden's talking about some what he said wouldn't get me up out of bed. You know, wouldn't get no response out of
But
me.
then you up there yelling.
But you up there going spazzing out. So you did respond. But you're trying to use the fact that you're quote unquote retired so that you don't have to do music. That's what it is. Talking about something. If you want me to respond, you want to do something that's gonna get me up out of bed. This didn't get me up out of bed. Dude, come on. If it didn't, you wouldn't even be talking about it.
True.
So
let's talk about it.
Right.
No, but you know, that's the thing about that though. I mean, it just to me, like I said, I think Joe's playing the game though too, because I mean, that's kind of like I don't know if you've seen what Crooked Eyes post. He was talking about.
Yeah, I did see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's playing the game.
Yeah, he and Crooked Eye confronted Joe Budden himself about, you know, slick talk that Joe was saying about him too. And he posted, you know, also like you said about Eminem, that he know, you know, Eminem is doing something and he knows that if it is, it's gonna be hard. So we're gonna see what happens. Crooked Eye, man, that dude is no joke, man. I was surprised when Slaughterhouse got together. That's when I really started paying more attention to him. Because before that, I knew a few songs from him, but I really didn't pay much attention. But once he got in Slaughterhouse, I was like, okay, I need to start paying attention to this dude.
King Crook.
And he ain't let me down yet. So, yeah, King Crook is.
I think he's probably one of the best out of that group.
Yeah, from the West Coast too.
Yeah, I think
him and the Game could do a dope collaboration together because both of them is dope from the West Coast.
I think Joel Ortiz is actually not bad neither.
Yeah, man, listen, Joel Ortiz is dope, man. He's another one that's up there. All of them, like Royce, all of them are top tier MCs except for Joe, in my opinion.
Yeah, Joe. I like Joe when he came out with Pump It Up. And I'm not trying to say, you know, and that was like early, 2000s and stuff?
Yeah, early 2000s.
He ain't really had, one of the things that kills me about Joe, like, he gonna critique rappers, but he ain't really had a classic album.
Right.
Like, I don't hear niggas going, I'm gonna bump that, that Joe Budden. Like, you don't hear niggas saying that.
Yeah, and when he did, like, the BET freestyle on the Cypher, it wasn't that great. He did, like, 2 or 3 of them, and none of them were that great to me.
Now he ain't bad, like I said, but one thing he was talking about, like, I can end Method Man's career and shit. Like, yeah,
right.
Like, Meth stays on it. Matter of fact, Meth, like I said this before. I know I'm kind of dragging on, but I said this before. Meth has improved.
He has.
For a guy that's a veteran in the game for a long time. If you listen to the Wu-Tang album that came out last year, was it the last?
I forgot the name.
But if you listen to those tracks,
yeah,
he's actually like, damn man, like Meth was killing it. And it's like, damn. I mean, Meth always been nice, but he wasn't like, okay, nah, he can't do stuff by himself and all that stuff. But like but the only thing I will say about Meth, you put Meth on a song, now he gonna shine.
Yeah.
But like when he did, it's like, man, this motherfucker is really improved.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, I actually think that the Joe Budden versus Method Man kind of made him step his game up. Because I think Meth knew I ain't no slouch. Yeah. But once somebody called him out, he was like, okay, now I got something to prove. Because this dude done called me whack and said he'd chop my head off and all of that. So I think that helped to step his game up so he can say, I got to get better. Because I need people to know you can't even say stuff like that about me. So ever since then, that's when I seen more improvement. Like you said, he always been dope, but you can tell he stepped his game up. A lot of rappers stepped their game up after Nas when he went on the radio station calling people out, Nori and all of them. A lot of them stepped their game up after that. You know what I mean? I thought Nori got better after that. A few people. So, you know, I think Nas lit a fire under some people after that too.
Speaking of which, cause I forgot to put this down, cause shit was happening so quick, and we'll go back to that MGK real quick.
Okay.
But Black Thought, Fonte, and I forgot the other guy's name. I think his name was Drizzy something. Anywho, they formed a supergroup.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That shit gonna be the man.
Wow.
That shit's gonna... I forgot the other guy's name. I've heard of him before. I can't think of it, and I think I shared it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Thought, Fonte, and this other incredible guy forming a supergroup.
Hey.
And it's going back to the MGK thing. Lupe Fiasco said he could body Eminem right now. People sleep on Lupe though.
Yeah, man. Lupe is dope, man. Lupe is a top tier
yes, sir.
Who doesn't get a lot of credit. Between him and people like Black Thought, they don't get enough credit because...
Yeah, fucking Cohen fucking ruined his shit.
Right. So, you know, I mean, like, a lot of people don't even know Black Thought just released the album. It's like, this dude is so super lyrical, man. Him and Lupe. I mean, it was a song Lupe did that was like 7 or 8 minutes long. It was so dope a few years ago. It was called something like The Mirror or the Mural. The Mural. It was dope. If y'all look that up, that song was dope. He went in. It was like a 7 or 8 minute song. I mean, he just went bars and bars and bars. It was like, dude, man, he don't get enough credit.
No, he don't.
I'm gonna have to post that. And if y'all, you know, unless one of y'all get to it before me.
Cause then also too, Lupe also had a, you know, I think it was Mos Def. He was having a challenge like, yeah, Mos Def and someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and like, and King Los is like, yeah, Mos Def, like Mos Def, somebody else, King Los. We can take everybody out in the game. Lupe, he's like, yeah, I'll step up. And they're like, nah, we're gonna
we're gonna kind of sit there. We're gonna let that breathe. We'll talk about that next time. You know, I was just playing.
Yeah, Lupe.
So yeah, Lupe was like, cause y'all know I handle each one of y'all.
Yeah, Lupe don't get no credit.
Mos Def is dope, but you know, you can't just come out your mouth and say that. Just like Joe Budden, you can't come out about somebody like Method Man and think you're not gonna hear nothing. That's why you can tell he's bipolar, because he don't really think before he speaks. He's one of those who probably got to always come back later and retract. Okay, I said some things I shouldn't have said, blah, blah, blah. You know, because he did that in this Eminem outburst that he did. He was talking about stuff he said that he probably shouldn't have.
Oh, yeah, but the whole little domestic violence thing's not going to get me. Right. You ain't going to get, but you hit your wife.
Right, you was doing it, though.
Yeah,
you know, just because you was talking about it ain't going to get you. You know that hurt. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think Joe going to do a response unless Eminem says something else about him. I think if Eminem decides to come back and throw another jab at him, he might coax him into doing something. But if Eminem does the whole thing with Joe and just decides to silence that, Joe ain't going to do nothing else. He ain't going to do nothing else. But I'm interested to see who else. Like I said, I don't think Lord Jamar is going to say nothing about him, even though he took a shot at him too. But
I think he'll say something. I think he'll say something, but it's going to be a little bit more calculated than Joe's.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be more calculated, and I don't think he's going to jump in the booth and like he ain't that stupid. Like, I mean, not to call Jamar stupid. He the guy knows. Hey, he's better than me. I'm not going to jump in there like, I'm going to get Brand Nubian on there.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Jamar ain't stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, so, did we cover everything today?
I think we covered everything and then some.
Yeah,
in an impeccable amount of time. So give us a hand. Give us a pat on the back. Rub our bellies. See, we got somebody in the audience.
We got one audience member who gave us a little clap if y'all ain't hear it.
Yeah, we got one clap.
That should let y'all know how good we are.
Yeah, we doing this. Yeah, we doing this shit.
But yeah, we gonna definitely keep y'all updated, and we'll be back next week. We got an interview with a local rapper here called Mr. Spot, and he's dope.
Today's his birthday, correct?
Today is actually his birthday.
Happy birthday,
so
Mr.
might want to
Spot.
shout him out. Yeah, happy born day to you. And I did post something about him in the group, I believe. So check that out too, because the dude is nice. So he will be in the building next week. So
on our 50th episode.
Yeah, that'll be our 50th
it's
episode.
50!
So we need y'all to pump some money into the show, because we need some funding.
Yeah, we need
crowdfunding.
Yeah, we do.
We love.
We're gonna get a patron.
Right. So, but yeah, man, I guess we can close it out. But like I said, if y'all get any news that we don't have about any of the stuff we talked about, Cardi and Nicki, Faith and Mary J, M and MGK, everybody and everybody, you know what I mean? Let us know what y'all hear. Keep y'all ear to the streets. And for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, it's your man Kirk.
And I'm Howie.
And we're going to see y'all next time.
Peace.